Hi, everybody, and welcome to Silky Intuitive. If you don't know it, my name is Nancy. The video you're watching is a special addition to my growing Vimeo library of love and energy readings, all 12 signs, sun, moon, rising, wherever your situation belongs. That's my Vimeo link. So, after this reading, which you're going to be watching for free at YouTube, you can go over to my Vimeo channel and watch the update for 2017 of a reading called Have I Found the Right One? Or Have I Met the Right One? Something like that. Anyway, you get the gist. That's over at Vimeo. Now, for you, what I've got for you here is a reading called Should I Stay or Should I Go? Again, it's an update from a reading that I did for you guys last year. So we're just kind of running old energies from last year and seeing if they've changed. Now, I don't go back and watch the old readings. If you want to, I don't know if that reading is even still up and around. Hopefully, if you watched it, you saved it. Because I did have to remove some stuff at some point. Some things did go bye-bye. So, okay, I think I've chatted enough. And if you want a reading meant just for yourself, go over to my contact information down below, and you'll find what you need to get an invoice so that you can get your own reading. And now I think we're ready. I need 8 cards down. Let me take a look. You're removing some obstacles in your life. I don't know what they are. For some of you, Gemini, you're putting away past hurts, past challenges, getting over the things that got in your way previously. And for some of you, you're actually clearing a path to move in a different direction. I don't think we're changing partners. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think for the most part, it's a situation in your life that's no longer maybe working for you, or there is an obstacle in your way. Say you have your eye on a certain career, but you need a license, or you need more money, you need further education. There's an obstacle that you're shedding. And I think it'll be successful too. Now let's take a look and see what the cards have to say. First, Gemini, your present situation, whether it's work, home, relationships. Let's take a look. Current situation, the 5 of Cups. So what are you disheartened about? Did someone hurt your feelings? Have you... Now, Gemini, I know you're getting older. This may be an issue with your years progressing, since this is the time of your birthday. Right now, when I am filming this, we are in a time of Gemini sun signs. And so you guys, you may be feeling a little bit older, a little bit slower. Maybe there's just something that you had your eye on. You thought it had more promise, but it's really not growing at the rate that you wanted. It can be connected to anything, but the emotions are high. And I think some of you are feeling a bit fragile or lost right now. For whyever, I don't know why I'm getting that message. But there's a bit of a feeling of, why did I do this to myself? And I don't know why, but maybe it'll get revealed. Is anything blocking you from moving on right now? The 8 of Pentacles says that financial success. And I think the lack of it for those of you, Gemini, who are resonating with this so far. For some of you, it's the feeling that maybe you haven't reached a certain level of accomplishment. For some of you, you're really brand new at this thing. I feel a brand new education just completed. But I feel also this impatience with success and growth. And even if this thing that you're embarking on is brand new, I think you're feeling a sense that things are not progressing the way you want them to. But at the end of the road, the Eight of Pentacles says through hard work, that stability will be there. You can really unblock your own energy. Next. What are my strengths? Gemini, what are your strengths? See? Triumphant success. I really feel that you're not giving yourself enough credit for being as good as you are at what you do. I see a perfectionist. I see someone who gives it their all, right down to the very last hair. I think you're just, you're very good at what you do. This new thing you're embarking on is very suited to you. And you're clear about that. But there's a hovering self-doubt around you. There's this, what feels like blocking me is your own inner doubts, Gemini. Because on one hand, you guys can be happier than pigs in shit when you want to be. And then on the other hand, at the very same time, you can be in the depths of misery. So we have a very kind of extreme duality going on with your personal life right now. But you feel strong to me. Just give yourself more credit and accept your losses for what they are and move forward from them. That's how you unblock yourself. Getting over your own doubts. Your own inner voice talking smack to you. So smack your inner voice down and get it the hell out of your head. Because that may be the thing that's blocking you. Is there a reason to stay? Well, yeah. The Chariot, the card of triumph. The reason to stick with what you're doing is there is definitely a path to success. You're in the process of making careful choices. Do I go into lane A or do I go into lane B? Which is going to be the most satisfying, the most abundant, the most fruitful, and the most satisfying path to the ultimate goal. And the ultimate goal for Gemini is success. I think given time, patience, definitely. Patience. Even though these two are very quick-moving energies, this Eight of Pentacles kind of slows you down and forces you to look at the detail. The very last hair, like I said. The very last split end snipped off. It's precise, but that kind of successful practice will move you towards the ultimate success. In the fifth position, what are the benefits to staying? Well, now the Hangman. Here it's sacrifice. But I think you've already been through the process of sacrificing. And now the benefits are the ability to maybe work from home, set your own schedule, be in charge of your own creative license, For some of you, it's been a period of being in the darkness, maybe feeling a little bit over your head. But you're rising up out of that murky kind of mud energy. And you're rising up. You're rising up and you're facing your future is what you're doing. But you're doing it through sacrifice. Patience, again, is very important here. And the rising up out of the darkness and really seeking the light. And I think for Gemini, the light really leads you very much to the success, the triumph. We have 2 cards of triumph here side by side. And then we have this positive movement forward. Unblock any emotional crap that's going on in your head. Because honestly, it has you too emotionally wrapped up and doubting yourself. There's a clear path in front of you. For some of you, the only thing that's in your way right now is the negative thinking. It's that negative space that some of you hold really dear to you because it's a safe place. When you feel fear, you go to that little place of emotional loss. You can hide there. You don't have to feel anything there but misery. And I know Gemini, and some of you guys, forgive me for saying so, can get a little bit hung up in the miserable place. This is saying take the chance and come down out of that. Because there are benefits that come through the period of sacrifice that you've already paid. You've already played that out. Now, the next position. Is anything blocking me from moving on and progressing right where I am right now? Well, the Sun card. No. There's nothing getting in your way. Everything that's being shown to you is a possibility. All of the wisdom, the advice that may be coming at you around this thing, there is wisdom in the words that are coming to you now. Whether they're coming to you through messages, such as this one, or through the inner voice, or through music. There are messages wanting to come through, especially with the Ace of Swords. It's about that clarity of thinking and receiving the messages that are trying to come through to you. They've just kind of been waiting for you to open up and receive them, because there is a solution and a real sense of accomplishment through whatever needs to be clarified. I think the answers are really within, and they're within the wisdom of what other people and other messages, outside forces, are trying to bring you. The next position, what strength should I play to? Look at that. Your desires. It's the Aquarius card. It's the Star card. And it talks about wishful thinking, hoping for the best. But look at what you've got here. From here on, it all takes on this energy of bigger than you are. You have a desire. There's a real path to success here. A real level of glory in whatever it is that you're doing here. It brings successful financial growth. It brings public notoriety, if that's what you're looking for. If you want to be somehow notarized or recognized in the field that you're coming from here, or whatever this situation is, and I feel it's success for most of you. If you just open your eyes, recognize that you're right on target with your own hopes and desires, you're moving in the right way. And the outcome, and it kind of asks here, should I stay? Well, you're still up in the air. You're still deciding, and I don't think it's about the success. I think what's happening here is sort of remaining in that dark, doubtful place, at least for now. I'm going to say between now and if it's before September, I think September may just be a crucial month in the growth of whatever you're doing here, whatever this success is. But again, coming up out of that dark place, that place of doubt, is really important for you to move forward. Also, if you have been in a position where you can't move, there's an obstacle in your way. Say you're wanting to start a home office for a business, a home business, but the garage needs to be cleaned up, and your husband's got motors and engine blocks and chassis in the middle of your garage, and he's got it hogged up with the chicken coop or whatever the hell else he's got out there. He's in your way because he knows he needs to be the one to mobilize that situation so that you can move forward. Whatever is blocking you may be an exterior force, something that you really can't control at this point. But once that phase passes through, and I do think, I hear for some of you, that person is using the summer heat as a big excuse to not do it right now. But once that period passes by, it opens you up. It opens up your path. So whatever it is, whether it's a husband who doesn't want to get his crap out of your new workspace, or it's self-doubt continuing to get in your way, leaking itself into your conscious or your subconscious, where it can manipulate you even further. You got to let go of that, guys, because it really needs to be let go of. Now, I need clarifiers. So we've got the Emperor. He takes charge of his life. You may have to take charge of the situation yourself, which means if that workspace needs to be cleaned out, you may have to start it yourself. You may not be able to depend on this guy to come through for you. He's an incredibly important element in what it is that you're going through right now. But what he really does is he blocks you when he's being very stubborn. And so this can feel like a stubborn energy that you need to get a hold of, you need to get control of, and take the situation into your own hands. Call in some friends. Have a painting party. Have a cleanup party. Invite your friends over for barbecue, beer, and supply them with dust masks and rubber gloves. Ask for help if you need it. Through this endeavor, it may be really important, the friendships and the people that you lean on while you're achieving this mastery in your own right. What I said, you're going after what you want. There's a real feeling here that you're striving to be the best at something. What you're wanting can be nothing less than perfect, is what I'm hearing. So some of you are on the path to really having a great sense of achievement here, but also be aware that the partnerships around you are going to play a very important part in what you're achieving. So you're bringing friends, family into the fold, asking them to help. promising a lifetime of free haircuts if you're a beautician. Something in exchange, maybe bartering is what I see. Going to another business and bartering your service. Hey, you have a flea market and you want to clear out all of the crap from my basement where I'm setting up my business. It's bartering a deal to make this happen. It's part of taking control. My point is, there are creative solutions here for you, Gemini. Just listen to the inner voice, take advice from friends wherever it is logical and asked for, but do this your own way. Because for you, it's more than anything about perfection and launching yourself in the right light. And I think that's all I've got for this reading. Now I'm going to go over and ask about your love life. And that question again is, have I met the right one? If you want to look at that, that's at my Vimeo channel. And until the next time, guys, reach out if you want a reading meant just for you. Information is down below. Take care, guys. Be well. And peace.